Backstage Live with Bethenny Frankel. We have been waiting for you all show long.
That's so nice.
Welcome. How are you?
I'm doing really well. I just had a great cooking segment here, which was so much fun with Chris. He was really fun to cook with.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you, but first, how are you feeling? And oh my gosh, wait a minute, the ring.
Thank you.
You can see it from here. I wish you could zoom in, Rick. Because can you zoom in?
Oh.
We're zooming because it is humongous.
Thank you.
Wow, that is every girl's dream. Now, before we even get into the cooking stuff, did you pick this out? Did you leave a little reminder, a picture
No,
somewhere?
we found it together. It wasn't always going to be that way, but I think he wanted to pull me. I think it's a very big investment, and I think that the woman should be involved because, men can buy women, lingerie or a small trinket and them not like it, and then that be a small problem. But you want to like your engagement ring, so I think it should be a group decision.
Have you gotten a bad gift from your fiancé yet?
No, he's really thoughtful. Most of the gifts are this is a very, very extravagant purchase. It's not like he's lavishing me with expensive gifts all the time because it's not sensible, and, I'm pretty frugal. So, but he's very thoughtful, very, very thoughtful with the gifts.
So I'm sure the chat rooms are buzzing. The Real Housewives of New York, you're back.
We are back, and we broke records, I heard.
So can you give us a sneak peek of what's to come? Only heard on Backstage Live?
It's really insane. It's the most insane, tumultuous season by far of all. It's jam-packed with drama and arguments and new alliances and shifts and it was a lot. It was difficult to shoot while being pregnant. I was very, very, it was almost too much for me to do. I wanted out.
I have to share with you, we were backstage at the Heart Truth fashion show.
Oh!
So we didn't actually get to talk because, first of all, you had the cameras were around you.
Right.
But we did sort of get a little bit of what it was like to be you with all the craziness going on around you.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm shooting Bethenny's getting married right now, so it's been a little, while my show's airing, while Housewives is airing, I'm shooting my own show.
So do you have a day off ever without cameras?
I have days off without camera. No, if CBS is included in cameras, then no. There's very few days that I don't have to do an appearance or a book signing or something for my show. It's been really crazy.
And you really are you in front of the cameras, so it's not like you ever need an opportunity to let your hair down without anything around you, right?
No, I just need an opportunity to not be wearing heels and to be in my pajamas and to sleep and to snuggle with my dog and my boyfriend and all that.
When's your baby due? When's the due date?
The baby's due in June.
Oh my goodness, name? Do you know, boy or girl?
No, we don't know. We don't know anything.
Do you have names for either, or is this top secret?
Do. We have one. No, that's definitely not sharing. But we do have one name that we're thinking would work for a boy or a girl. It's a name of someone who passed away in one of our families.
Oh, nice. Talk about your cooking. I heard you were on making a whole meal for under $40.
Yes, the chef on a shoestring, and mine was mostly organic, so I give myself a little extra pat on the back because people think that healthy food can't be economical, and it can, because I, ran with the big dogs that were not using necessarily low-fat foods, so I felt good about that.
I want to ask you about that meal, but first we have a chat room question. What do we got, Rick?
Well, the chat room wants to know what's your specialty.
Oh, good question.
In food?
Yes.
What's my specialty? My specialty is renovating, fattening recipes that you feel guilty eating, whether it's spinach artichoke dip or lasagna or guacamole, and making them so that they're guilt-free and still delicious.
Now, I have a question. This is kind of a personal question, and I know that a lot of women probably in our chat room are thinking the same thing. You're working long hours. You get home at 9 o'clock at night. You're exhausted. You're just eating for one. The last thing you want to do is cook anything for yourself. So what do? You go for the mac and cheese box with the powder mix. What's the answer to that? You've got great recipes. What's your recommendation for one of the top, easiest, quickest, basic recipes?
Oh, you want a recipe from the book or just what I would do on a normal day?
What you would do.
I would probably take whole wheat pasta and mix it with some fresh basil, maybe some spinach that is already washed in one of those containers, and maybe some pesto, and have that and a little salad. If I was really lazy, I would probably take sprouted grain bread, or a whole grain bread with some hummus and tomato, and open up a can, yes, or one of those boxes that has the organic soups, a pureed tomato soup, because that's a pretty balanced meal. I'm obsessed with the tuna from Costco that I can't have as much because I'm pregnant, but they have really white, giant tuna, not like the other brands. I would probably mix that with a little bit of low-fat or soy mayonnaise and put that over a nice piece of whole wheat bread. Nothing crazy. A veggie burger. There's no.
And how long would any of these things take?
5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes.
Wow, it sounds so good.
Yeah, it's good. That's in my book, Skinnygirl Dish, but naturally then I really talk about just all my go-tos. Because you know what? Even if my whole book, The Skinnygirl Dish, teaches you what to have in your house already, the 5 to 8 staples. Mm-hmm. So you will never be in the circumstance where there's nothing to eat. You will never. It's like accessorizing what you already have in your wardrobe. A lot of people go in their closet and think they don't have anything to wear, but I teach you how to just know what to always have that won't be perishable, so you will always have something to eat.
Actually, because sometimes the grocery store can be pretty overwhelming if you don't know how to cook, because you don't even know where to go or what aisle to go down.
My entire book, The Skinnygirl Dish, is about not being overwhelmed with multiple recipes, ingredients, procedures, having to go to the supermarket and deal with buying. It's very annoying and very overwhelming, and I'm a chef, and I still think it's annoying. I could go for the next month and what's in my house, and I don't have that much food there. But I have brown rice, which I could add with some herbs, and frozen peas, which I could throw into the brown rice, and that would be something healthy. I have whole wheat pasta with some refrigerated pesto. I have sun-dried tomatoes and hearts of palm in jars that I could put into a salad. Like, you kind of just have to have the right things so you can always make something different.
And tell me briefly about the meal that you made this morning with Chris.
I made a simple arugula salad, which took about probably 1 minute to make. I mean, it's the easiest thing in the entire world. A pesto vegetarian lasagna, because there are a lot of vegetarians that email me, and I really want to make sure there are options. And it's really flavorful and really delicious, and a carnivore would love it, and everything can be vegan. And I made a chocolate cake that you could not believe is so moist with a peanut butter glaze, and it has about, I think it's a tablespoon of oil for the entire cake. It might be a little more, but for an entire cake, it's incredibly moist.
This is $40, all of this?
It was $40, less than $40.
I was telling Rick, that is a really cheap date, especially in New York City.
Oh, my
well,
goodness,
it's going to
yes.
last for 3 days. It's not like that lasagna you're going to eat in one night. That could
Right.
be 3 days, and you can freeze it and put it in individual little containers and have it to pull out when you wanted the box of macaroni and cheese.
So, Bethenny, is your book available? People are asking.
sorry?
Is your book already available? People are asking.
Oh, yeah, the Skinnygirl Dish. It's a New York Times bestseller, as well as Naturally Thin, which was a New York Times bestseller. They're both, these are the books.
I'm going to zoom in on that.
And they're in stores now.
Awesome.
Just easy. And these are inexpensive, too. These are inexpensive books. You never have to break a $20 bill with me. As the booze, $12.99. Yeah, the booze. Skinnygirl margarita that you can trust.
Oh, my goodness. Rick, we might have to open that up after the show.
I think we need Skinnygirl margaritas right now.
See, we've been up for a
100
while, so at this point it's like noon
nice,
for us.
right.
You know,
Happy
it's like
hour.
noon.
Right. Perfect.
Yeah.
So that sounds good. So wait, let me see that bottle one more time just so that we can...
So this is probably that $12.99. The alcohol's in the bottle, so it's not a mix. Everyone thinks it's a mix. This is the cocktail. You just pour it over ice. And we're coming out with Cosmos and Mojitos this summer.
That was what I was going to ask. And that's coming this summer. We can expect it early summer.
Yes.
Sounds fantastic. So this is your favorite signature cocktail. And this was really your concoction.
This is my concoction on the. Well, I said it on the show. Yeah, because people want to drink margaritas, but they have 450 to 1,250 calories, and this is 100 calories. I mean, it's not.
That's
It's guilt-free.
perfect.
How did you get the idea to all of a sudden, turn this into something to sell? It's now flying off store shelves.
People freaked out. People were like, "Oh my God, I want the Skinnygirl margarita," because everybody. I'm not the only. If I think of something, it's not like I'm some alien that someone else has never thought of it. When I think of something, it's usually something that someone else has thought of. So I thought, I want a cocktail that I can trust. I want to drink a margarita, and I don't want to have to shoot myself in the head the next day from being bloated and feeling hungover. I want a margarita. And so I created a margarita that everybody could trust and not feel guilty about.
I've heard stories about people in Weight Watchers meetings who have literally gone through their points, like how much can I drink?
Right.
And they've literally
I won't
chosen.
have a snack if I have
Yeah.
wine. I won't.
Right.
Here,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, it's for 100 calories. It's not that many points. Not that it's a well-balanced meal. I mean, believe me, this is a well-balanced meal to me. I put this over cereal.
But you can eat more healthily and have a little bit to drink if you lower the calories.
Deprivation will never work. Eliminating alcohol, which every diet book tells you to do, is never going to happen. So let's stop telling people that it's going to happen, 'cause it's not.
What about for new moms? Is there any recommendations for changing their diet?
I'm writing a book called Naturally Fit Pregnancy. I don't think people, I think that my original book, Naturally Thin and Skinnygirl Dish, they speak to everyone. I mean, they help pregnant women. Your diet is a bank account, and you just have a bigger bank account when you're pregnant. And you just have to have some balance. You can't eliminate, you can't feel like something's a guilty pleasure. You have to just have some balance in your life and make it work for you. And my books really teach people how to work with what their life really is, not some fictitious diet telling you what your life should be or what you're supposed to do or telling you all the bad things you're doing.
So now with 2 reality shows almost under your belt, are you thinking about a cooking show?
I've thought about a cooking show. I've been asked a lot about a cooking show. Definitely, cooking shows need to inject some humor into them, and I definitely could do that. So I'm sure it'll happen.
Do you think you can talk for 30 straight minutes, Bethenny, while cooking something, or an hour?
I think I could talk for days. I think I could talk for days.
Now, do you cook every night for your fiance or for yourself?
I do not cook every night for my fiance or for myself. I prepare something, I would say, a couple of days a week, sometimes with the help of my appearances. So I came here to do the morning show. I'll bring home that pesto lasagna. It's my recipe. I can say that I cooked, and then I'll make a salad to go with it. So my fiance gets to have all of my recipes, but so I sometimes use my TV appearances and bring the food home and make it.
So Chris and Erica don't get to have leftovers?
Well, there were 2 trays. I would never take, yes. There are 2 trays and 2 cakes, so, I could take 1.
I love it. Bethenny, I'm so happy you came by. You look absolutely fantastic. Was this the red dress that you wore on the red dress?
No, but it's the same designer, Isabella Oliver.
It looks really similar. Rick, we did play that clip, right?
I played
from the
the
fashion
clip,
show?
yeah.
Yeah, you look absolutely fantastic. Chip, our director, loving Bethenny's dress.
This
And they'll let
is
him wear
amazing.
lasagna.
The dress is not bad either, but the lasagna is awesome.
Pesto lasagna.
I want some pesto
There's plenty of
lasagna.
it over there. Oh,
Yeah.
you're on TV still.
Oh.
Sorry.
Come on, Chip, get in the shot. Yeah.
I
so
know.
healthy.
I don't want to get any pesto in my teeth, but as soon as this is over, I'm definitely going to eat some.
enjoy.
So does everybody on the show ask for you to cook?
I've cooked for most. I've cooked for Luann, I've cooked for Jill, I've cooked for Alex, I've cooked for every single housewife.
And they asked, I think I saw one episode where they asked you to give one of their daughters a lesson or two.
I think I've helped Allie. I taught Luann's housekeeper how to make the low-fat carbonara, which is in my book. Well, actually, that was a regular carbonara, but I made it low-fat for my book. Yeah, I mean, everybody wants me to cook.
And you knew that this is what you always wanted to do, be a natural
No.
food chef?
No, I never knew that. My book that I'm writing right now is called A Place of Yes, and it talks about I have no idea. You never know what the destination. You don't have to know the destination. You just have to be on the path and going forward.
So when did it click for you, and this was a path you would at least want to pursue for a little bit?
I went to culinary school for a hobby, and I ended up being very adept at it, and I ended up sort of standing out in my class, and I just sort of definitely saw a niche in natural food. I mean, there aren't that many natural food chefs that are really kind of getting out there and really making it entertaining and making it accessible, so I just kind of go the way the path takes you.
You mentioned earlier about organic sometimes being expensive, and it's really stereotyped as such. If we got to go with a couple organic basics in our cabinet, what should we be sticking with?
I think that your meats should probably be organic, your dairy should be organic if you can, and I think that you don't have to buy fruits that have thick skins in organic, an orange or a lemon because they have a thick skin. So strawberry or spinach is really porous, and you can tell that the pesticides get right in there. That would be something I would probably, grapes, I would probably buy organic.
Rick, any more questions from our chat room? Oh, you do have to go. I'm sorry. We're keeping her. Well, it was great. Thank you for
We'll
being
just say
with
goodbye.
us.
Yeah.
It was great having
Thank
you.
you.
And
Thank
congratulations on your baby and that beautiful rock.
Thank you.
Oh, my gosh. Wear it in good health. Shine
Thank
it
you.
everywhere.
Thank you.
Bye, Bethenny.
Bye, Bethenny. Thanks so much.
Thank you.